By midday, prosecutors had called 6 witnesses to the stand, including the now estranged wife of the suspect and mother of the victim at the center of all this. Again, Kassceen Weaver charged with felony murder, child neglect, and concealing a dead body related to the death of his 3-year-old son, Adon Weaver. The mother says Adon developed slowly, barely talked, and cried constantly. She says Kassceen was the primary caregiver and was frustrated by him, adding he was very rough with Adon and would hit his buttocks with his hand or a belt, and Adon was always bruised. The mother says 9 days before Adon died, he had a crying episode to the extent he passed out, and she performed CPR and chest compressions on him. She says she wasn't in the room when it happened, but heard Kassceen yelling, and once the child woke back up, she says he looked at her and put his hand to the side of his head. Then on October 23, 2018, she says Kassceen called her at work in a panic, saying Adon passed out again. The mother says Kassceen claims he did CPR again and came home, but was unresponsive when the mother got home, and she did more. She says she begged to take him to a nearby hospital, but Kassceen said no because they would take away their other son, and she went along with him. They eventually placed the child in a bag, put that in a bin, and kept it in the den until it started to smell, and then placed it into a freezer that they bought. On defense cross-examination, they focused on Adon's apparent clumsiness and previous falls, including a time he fell off a bed and fell down while walking to the extent his tooth was driven back into his jaw. The mother said on the stand Kassceen kicked him, but defense pointed out she never said that in previous interviews, and also never mentioned Kassceen using a belt before today. Other witnesses that have taken to the stand, including investigators who responded to the home on May 4th of 2021, kicking off this criminal case. They are expected to be around a dozen witnesses total called by the prosecution. In Chesterfield, Cameron Thompson, CBS 6 News.